Hello my dear students, welcome to memoneet. Today we will discuss about BPT 17 biology section. BPT 17. Okay. So I hope you have studied very well, and if you are watching this, then you might be have some problem with some question, because in biology you don't see the entire video solution because that's not needed. That means if you are seeing the entire video solution, that means that you have not studied very well. So if there are some questions you have confusion, you can just fast forward to it and watch that. Okay, so now let's start. First is saying that a very easy question. Theory of panspermia was proposed to explain the. So what was theory of panspermia? Was like proposed to explain origin of universe, origin of life, origin of earth, or evolution of life. So it is basically proposed to explain the origin of life. Okay, it states that life transfer from one planet to another, panspermia, like something like kind of like that. So in the form of spore, sperms or seeds. So life transfer, so it is discussing about origin of life. The second option will be your correct answer. Then moving to the next question, that is saying that the first organisms appeared on earth. Okay, so the first organism appeared on earth are basically chemoheterotrophs. It's not chemoautotrophs. Autotrophs need to like make their own oxygen and depend on organic chemical to obtain their energy. So autotrophs can't obtain their energy, but heterotrophs can, because they are dependent on someone others. So the first organism appeared on earth were chemoheterotrophs. So first option will be our correct answer for this question. Not phototrophs, not chemoautotrophs, and not decomposers. Then question number 3. It is saying that the most important condition for origin of life is presence of. What is the most important condition for presence of like origin of life? And the options given are water, oxygen, nitrogen, carbon. What do you think? That life originated from where? Life originated from water. So water, that means the H2O is the most important condition for origin of life. So presence of origin of life. So first option will be our correct answer for this question. Now moving to the next question, it is saying that Earth early atmosphere contained methane and other hydrocarbons. Okay, they have been now replaced by. So early atmosphere have methane, but now our atmosphere, which we have nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, or hydrogen. What do you think? Now it will have. So you have a very good explanation here. You can see, and this says that H2O upon UV rays it forms to H2 and O2. So with methane and ammonia and give rises to CO2 and other chemicals containing oxygen. So now they have been, so the methane is basically replaced by carbon dioxide. So third option will be our correct answer for this question. Moving towards the next question, which of the following scientists believed in concept of natural selection like Darwin? So who basically believed on natural selection like Darwin? It is basically Alfred Wallace, not Lamarck and not S.L. Miller or not Haldane. So Alfred Wallace will be our correct answer for this question, and he worked on Malay archipelago. Okay. Next question, question number 6. It is saying that the Darwinian variations are small and directionless, random and directional, small and directional, and random and directionless. Okay. So the Darwinian variations are basically small and directional. It is not like mutation, which are basically random and directionless. So according to Woodbridge, mutations are large and occur in any direction, but not like in Darwin. Darwin have the variations in Darwin have like some concept about it. It is small and directional. Okay. So our correct answer for this question will be option number 3. Then this is basically all given in NCERT. If you read the NCERT, you can just, this paper will be very easy for you, I hope. The next question is question number 7. It is saying that which of the following was a land dinosaur? Triceratops, Pterodon, Archaeopteryx, or Ichthyosaurus? The land, basically land dinosaur, it was Triceratops. Right. Okay, Triceratops. The first option will be our correct answer for this question. If you are saying that this is not given in NCERT or whatever, you can just eliminate the options and then answer it. Like if you don't remember, like you know that Ichthyosaurus have different, Archaeopteryx is connecting link, Pterodon is different, so you can just eliminate the options and answer this question very easily. Okay. The next question is question number 8. Okay, 8. It is saying that the wrongly matched pair with respect to the organisms and their probable time of evolution is. So wrongly, jawless fish around 350 million years ago, it is correct. Lobe fins around 350 million years ago, it is correct. And fish like giant reptiles around 320 million years ago, it is not correct. It is basically ichthyosaurus. Fish like reptiles is basically ichthyosaurus. These are evolved around 200 million years ago. That is not correct. Seaweeds around 320 million years ago is correct. There is a very good chart in NCERT, and beside that all these things are written, so you can just take it from there. Third will be your correct answer. Then the next question, it is saying that seed ferns originated in Carboniferous period, Devonian period, Silurian period, or Cretaceous period. The seed, all these periods we have. So seed ferns basically originated in Carboniferous period. First option will be your correct answer for this question. Now moving towards the next question, that is question number 10. It is saying that a dinosaur descend from ancestor Therapsids, then Peleosaurus, Synapsids, or Thecodont. Okay, so you can see that, you can, if you have this, you can see the diagram here. Okay, this is a dinosaur, right? And this is originated from this kind of animals. These are basically Thecodont. So dinosaur descended from Thecodont. Fourth option will be your correct answer for this question. Then question number 11 we will discuss. It is saying that the homologous structure are anatomically different. No, how can homologous structure will be anatomically different? Then functionally different, evolved from different ancestors. They are different. If functionally different, evolved from different ancestors, that is not homologous, right? Functionally same, no. Anatomically same, but perform different function. Yes, it is correct. So homologous structure are anatomically same, looks like same, but they perform different functions. Some is our hand, suppose like this, we can just compare, it is not example. So they have the different function, but origin is same, like anatomically same. Okay, so fourth option will be our correct answer for this question. And what are analogous organs? Analogous organs are anatomically different but have similar functions. Suppose like this is my hand. Okay, so this is our hand, and for the same thing, like in our hand birds have wings, so something like that. The function is kind of same, but anatomically it is totally different, like there is no relation between. Then question number 12. It is saying that which one provide direct and solid evidence in favor of organic evolution through ages? Atavism, paleontology, vestigial organ, or Galapagos Island fauna? Anything can be framed as options. So which of the following is the direct evidence? So which is the direct evidence? That is the paleontology. Okay, so it is basically the study of fossils. So if you study the fossils, we know that how evolution occurs or organic evolution occurs through ages. Second option will be your correct answer for this question. Then question number 30. It is saying that which of the following are called Darwin's finches? This is a very silly question, right, for you guys. I mean, who can't answer this question? But let's see. The options are very good. Archaeopteryx, it could not be. Pterodon, it is also not correct. I mean, some scientific name is given. Pavocristus, Pavo you know, so it is also not correct. This is also related with animal kingdom chapter. And small blackbirds. Okay, so small blackbirds studied by Darwin at Galapagos Island. So fourth option will be your correct answer for this question. Then moving towards the next question, that is question number 14. Okay, 14. It is saying that Tasmanian wolf and placental wolf appear similar due to. So this kind of, this is chart you know. So this is Tasmanian wolf and placental wolf appear similar due to chemical evolution, divergent evolution, biochemical evolution, or convergent evolution. This is basically convergent evolution. Convergent evolution. Okay, so convergent evolution is something like this. So this I will. So it's something like this. Okay. Divergent evolution is something like this. I hope you understand. In short, we will discuss about like in later also. If any kind of these questions come, what is actually that convergent evolution and what is divergent evolution. So fourth option will be our correct answer for this question. And the next one is question number 15. It is saying that hummingbird and hawk illustrate convergent evolution, homology, adaptive radiation, or parallel evolution. So, hummingbird and hawk basically illustrate adaptive radiation, because what is adaptive radiation? Adaptive radiation is different from divergent, or we can call what we can call. So, adaptive radiation is the refers to process of evolution of different species in a given geographical area. So, in an area there is different species evolved. So, that is basically adaptive radiation, starting from a point and literally radiating to other areas of geography. So, it is starting all this from points. So, this is the point, and then it is getting radiated from other areas. This is adaptive radiation. This is so hummingbird and hawk basically illustrated adaptive radiation. Okay, it is NCERT concept which you can say, out of NCERT you can also say. So, third option will be your correct answer. The adaptive radiation concept is there, but this example is not given in NCERT. So, you may be confused. So, okay, you can, if you attempt this question and if you know this, then it is very good. If you don't know, then it is also good. No problem about that. Then, when more than one adaptive radiation appeared to have occurred in an isolated geographical area, what we call this? What we call this? So, I have explained what is adaptive radiation. Adaptive radiation refers to the evolutionary process in which different species evolve from a common ancestor. Okay. Now, basically the organism evolved to survive in a particular environment. So, the organism which evolves, therefore, if two different adaptive radiations occurring, it is saying that one adaptive radiation appeared to have occurred in an isolated area, it is called. So, more than one. So, two, suppose we are like taking an example according to NCERT that two adaptive radiation occurs in an area, then it is most likely that the both evolved species will have similar adaptation to survive in the particular area. So, this is called basically convergent evolution. The second option will be our correct answer, and for example, it is given placental and marsupial mammals. Okay. And the next question is question number 17. It is saying that natural selection leads to the directional change when directional change. The very good graphs are there, I think. Yeah. This you can see. These graphs you can see. This is given in NCERT as well. First of all, we read the options and then we will understand. So, more individuals acquire mean characteristic value in the distribution curve. So, no, this is not the correct. This is another. This is for another one. Then, more individual acquire peripheral character value of both ends of distribution curve. This is also not correct. Directional change it is saying. So, more individuals acquire value other than the mean character value at any one end of the distribution curve. So, basically you can see this is the directional change. So, third option will be your correct answer for this question. It is also not relevant. Then question number 18. What it is saying that according to Hardy-Weinberg principle, difference in the values of measured and expected allelic frequency indicates all of the following except. So, it is saying that according to Hardy-Weinberg principle, difference in the values of measured and expected allelic frequency indicate all of the following except. So, you need to think that first is change in gene pool. No, it is not correct. And disturbance in genetic equilibrium, not correct. Instead of evolutionary change is not correct. It is saying the except. These are all included. So, absence of any kind of evolution is the correct answer. Okay. So, fourth option will be your correct answer. A difference in the values of measured and expected allelic frequency indicate the evolution has occurred. Okay. Absence of any kind of evolution is not correct. The fourth option will be your correct answer. Then question number 19. It is saying that a fish-like giant reptile which existed 200 million years ago was Ichthyosaurus. Just we have solved one question. The second option will be your correct answer. Then question number 20. It is saying that which of the following had huge fearsome dagger-like teeth. You know that this must be a dinosaur. Now which dinosaur? Dryopithecus. Dryopithecus is like ancestor of human. Then Tyrannosaurus. Tyrannosaurus is the correct answer. It also called a T-Rex. Ichthyosaurus and Homo erectus, not correct. So, second option will be your correct answer for this question. Then question number 21. It is saying the origin of seeds and the land plants was achieved 345 million years ago in lineages recognized as ancestral to all more advanced vascular plants in. So, first is Rhynia, Trachophyte ancestors, seed ferns or conifers. You know that So seed funds basically our correct answer. That from all of this, seed funds were seen in Carboniferous period. So third option will be our correct answer for this question. Then question number 22. Let's see what it is saying. It is saying that origin of mammal-like reptiles occurred in Triassic period, Permian period, Jurassic period or Tertiary period. So origin of mammal-like reptiles occurs in Permian period. Second option will be our correct answer. Then question number 23. So it is saying that which of the following fact is not true for Homo habilis. Okay, so the primary ancestor or very early ancestor of human beings, Homo habilis, and they had a brain capacity of 1400 cc. I mean, this is very much. This is we have now. This is not correct. Then they are the first human-like being. No, they are not the first human-like being. Okay, they are not, because it is saying they are the first human. Okay, it is correct. They are the first human-like being. It is not saying that they are the humans. We are now, because we are Homo sapiens. They showed the hominid feature. Obviously, they showed the hominid feature. That's why we are studying this in human evolution. Then they probably did not eat meat. Or they are all vegetarians. They did not eat meat. They don't know how to cook meat, or they have nothing idea about this. So it is saying not true for Homo habilis. They had a brain of capacity of 1400 cc. This is not correct. They have a brain capacity around 650 to 800 cc. So first option is our correct answer. Then question number 24. It is saying that an evolutionary trend in which there is general degeneration and loss of organs is progressive, vestigial, retrogressive or static genesis. Okay, what do you think this could be the answer for this question? So this is basically retrogressive, the evolutionary trend in which there is a degeneration of organ and loss of organ. So that should not be progressive. Vestigial means which is of no use, but that if you are losing your organs, so this is your hand. If you lose this, you do all the work with this hand. If you lose this tomorrow, then what kind of evolution it will be? Not tomorrow, like it will take millions of years. So it is the retrogressive evolution. So third option will be our correct answer for this question. Then question number 25. It is saying that which of the following is a vestigial organ? This is a correct. I mean, this is a very good question, I will say, because most of the options are very confusing. But vermiform appendix, if you know, then it is very easy for you. That which of the following is a vestigial organ? Vermiform appendix. You just saw and click it. Okay, then just tick mark it. You also need to read the options. There may then atlas is saying atlas. This is like atlas and axis. You know the joint they have in the skull. Then premolars. Premolars is vestigial. I have the premolar now. Okay. Then incisor is, you can see that I have also. So this is not vestigial. So vermiform appendix is definitely vestigial. So first option is our correct answer. Then question number 26. It is saying that recapitulation theory was put forth by Haeckel, Cuvier, and then Wallace or Lamarck. So basically Haeckel, this recapitulation theory was given by Haeckel, and he also stated a very famous thing, that ontogeny repeats phylogeny. Okay. So first option will be our correct answer. Then question number 27. It is saying that which of the following is correctly matched with respect to era and its period? Correctly matched. Paleozoic, Cretaceous. So Paleozoic is Permian and Carboniferous. So not correct. Then Mesozoic, Devonian. Mesozoic have Cretaceous, Triassic and Jurassic. Okay, so it is not correct. And then because Paleozoic have this Devonian. Okay, Paleozoic. Then Cenozoic, it is saying Permian, Cenozoic, Tertiary and Quaternary. Then Paleozoic, Carboniferous. Paleozoic, you can see Paleozoic and Carboniferous. Okay, this is the correct answer. Fourth option will be our correct answer. Then moving towards the next question, it is saying that Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium is not affected by which of the following factors? Random mating, it will not affect, because if we have selective mating, then it will definitely affect. Then genetic recombination during gametogenesis, the natural selection, variations due to mutations. It is saying Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium is not affected by which of the following? So in random mating, equilibrium is not disturbed if there is random mating among population. So first option will be our correct answer. Genetic recombination during gametogenesis, it affects. Natural selection is also affects. Then variation due to mutation, it also affects the Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium. Then question number 29. Which of the following evolved into first amphibians? Lobe fins, shrews, salamander or turtles? So lobe fins basically as coelacanths evolved into first amphibians. So first option will be your correct answer for this question. And it is saying that question number 30. It is saying that in 1938 a coelacanth was found in South America, South Africa, Australia, England. This could be confusing one if you don't know actually, if you don't study it very well. That coelacanth was found in South Africa, not America. So second option will be your correct answer. Then question number 31. It is saying that Australopithecus probably lived in the, and their locations they wanna send you like sorry they wanna know from you. East African grassland, then West African grassland, North American grassland, South American grassland. These questions are very confusing. You know that they live in suppose a place, suppose Africa, but was it East or West? You can't remember at the time of this while giving exam. Otherwise this question is very easy. So they basically probably lived in East African grassland. So first option will be a correct answer. Then next question, in the development history of mammalian heart, it is observed that it passes through two-chambered fish-like heart, three-chambered frog-like heart, and finally four-chambered stage. To which hypothesis is above cited the statement be approximated? So this statement that the process goes through, it is basically explained by the biogenetic law. Third option will be your correct answer, because you know that the biogenetic law recapitulation theory, that means the ontogeny recapitulates the phylogeny, that is given by Ernst Haeckel. So this is our correct answer. Then question number 33. It is saying that the age of fossil of Dryopithecus on the geological time scale is 2.5 into 10 to the power 6 years back, then 550 10 to the power 6, 10 to the power 6 means the millions. You can just read like the 2.5 million years back, 50 million years back, 75 million years back, 15 million years back. They are basically 15 million years back. Fourth option will be your correct answer. This 10 to the power 6 is given just to confuse you, but you guys are smart, okay? So you can just take it, mark it. Then which of the following is used as an atmospheric pollution indicator? This is a very like, this question is also you will get in ecology. Lepidoptera, lichens, Lycopsyron, then Lycopodium. So this is lichen is a pollution indicator because it doesn't grow in polluted areas. Then question number 35. It is saying that the theory of spontaneous generation stated that life arose from living forms only. Is it? No. Then life can arise from both living and non-living. No. Life can arise from non-living things only. Okay, so the spontaneous generation theory stated that life arises from non-living things only, because that's why the name is spontaneous. Life arises spontaneously neither from living nor from non-living. Like, how can it appear? So you can take this because it is saying the spontaneously. You might be thinking that this could be the correct answer. The theory of spontaneous generation stated that life can arise from non-living things only. It is also known as abiogenesis. So Louis Pasteur, by careful experimentation, disapproved this theory. Okay, so our correct answer third option. Then because life arises from pre-existing life, nothing like out of nowhere life will arise. Then question number 36. Animal husbandry and plant breeding program are examples of reverse evolution, artificial selection, mutation or natural selection. So animal husbandry and plant breeding programs are basically artificial selection. Your man-made thing are happening, like you know all this thing, you selective mating is occurring, so all this selective reproduction is occurring, okay, selective breeding is occurring. So this is not natural selection, it is artificial selection. It is no concept about mutation. It is also not reverse evolution. Okay, so second option will be your correct answer. Then question number 37. It is saying that paleontological evidences for evolution refer to the development of embryo, homologous organ, fossils or analogous organs. So paleontology is a study of fossils. It will definitely give you the idea of fossils, not like other development of embryo, homologous organ or analogous organ. Then question number 38. It is saying that the bones of forelimb of whale, bat, cheetah and man are similar in structure because one organism has given rise to another. Cheetah gave rises to us. No, that we could be more faster. We have a better physique. Then they share a common ancestor. Yes, they share a common ancestor. That's why these are similar. And they perform the same function. Does we run with our hands? No, no. So this is not correct. This is also not correct. And they have biochemical similarities. We don't have any biochemical similarities with cheetah. But we share a common ancestor. Long years back. The second option is our correct answer. Then question number 39. It is saying that analogous organs arises due to. So analogous organ arises due to divergent evolution, artificial selection, genetic drift, or convergent evolution. So analogous organ arises due to convergent evolution, where anatomically it is different, but the functions are same. Okay. So fourth option will be our correct answer for this question. You can also read the explanation. It is very well written here. Okay. Then moving towards the next question, question number 40. It is saying appearance of antibiotic resistant bacteria exemplar. Is a very good question. I will say very good question. This question you can expect in NEET 2025. This question, I hope. This question. If any good question from genetics will come, then this type of question will come. There is a linking of many chapters, biotechnology as well as this evolution. And it is saying adaptive radiation, is it? Then transduction, pre-existing variation in population, then divergent evolution. So we will discuss this question very briefly. That the appearance of antibiotic resistant bacteria is an example of pre-existing variation in population. So what does this mean? Basically, when a bacteria population encounters a particular antibiotic, those sensitive to it die. Then, but some bacteria have having mutations become resistant to the antibiotic. Okay. Soon the resistance providing genes become widespread and the entire population become resistant. So it is not due to the adaptive radiation, because adaptive radiation is development of different functional structure from a common ancestral form, which is known as divergent evolution, which is also known as divergent evolution. Adaptive radiation. Then transduction is a process where foreign DNA is introduced into another cell via viral vector. So third option will be our correct answer for this question. Then question number 41. Evolution of life shows that life forms had a trend of moving from land to water. Did we move from land to water? No. Where we are living now, on land and not like in ocean. In dry land to wetland, why will go from dry to wetland? Fresh water to sea water. No, they only go from fresh water to sea water on vacations, not for every time. We can't live there. Water to land, yes, it is correct. So fourth option will be our correct answer. In question number 42. 42, let's see. It is saying that viviparity considered to be more evolved because the young ones are left on their own. The young ones are next. The young ones are protected by a thick shell. The young ones are protected inside the mother's body and looked after they are born, leading to more chances of survival. So this is the correct one. Third option, it is given C. There is some formatting error. Third option will be our correct answer for this question. Okay. So viviparity is considered like this. Then there is a diagram given. I hope you guys are familiar with it. Now tell me what it is. Now tell me. You should answer this question. It is saying convergent evolution. Is it convergent evolution? Convergent evolution? No. Then adaptive radiation? Absolutely, this is adaptive radiation. And is it divergent evolution? Is it? Yes, it is divergent evolution as well. The given figure represents the adaptive radiation of Australian marsupial into placental mammals. So it is defined as process in which organisms undergo diversification to produce multiple new forms, mainly when the change in the environment occurs. So this is also occurs in case of divergent evolution, since this leads to formation of new forms organism from a similar ancestor. Okay, so this is the both second and third. So fourth option is our correct answer. Then question number 44. It is saying that an Australian mole is actually a marsupial other than a placental mammal. Why it is so? Like North American mole. These two animals are similar in appearance because they are practically two no placental mammals in Australia. This is not correct. The evolutionary pressure on both are similar. Absolutely correct. That's why they like Australian mole is actually a marsupial rather than a placental mammal. So evolution pressure was same for both Australian mole as well as marsupial, not in placental mammal. This is a different story. So they have undergone a long period of co-evolution. So co-evolution can't change you in this way. Marsupial and placental mammals are closely related. No, they are not closely related, but they have the same evolutionary pressure. Second option is our correct answer. You can also read the explanation. Then question number 45. Question 45 is saying that human population grows in geometric ratio while food material increases in arithmetic proportion. It is a statement of Darwin, Bateson, Hubbard-Bryce or Malthus. It is given by Malthus. Human population grows in geometric ratio like this 2, 4, 8, 16. But human population grows in geometric ratio. That means it is the food source, like arithmetic progression. What is geometric progression? 2, 4, 16. Like 16 into 16, what it is, I can't remember right now. So it is like in this way, a square. So like if you 2 to the power 2, then 4 to the power 2 in this way. Okay. Then question number 46. It is saying that each of us is a part of ongoing evolution of the species. Which of the following occurrences would have been the greatest impact on the future biological evolution of human population? A mutation occurs in one sperm or one egg cell. Yes, it is the most important. First option will be your correct answer. You do exercise every day so that you have stay physically fit and healthy. Not relevant. You move to Kerala, it is not relevant. And then you encourage your children to develop their intellectual abilities. Not correct. So, nothing to do with that. Then question number 47. It is saying that an interbreeding population of finches become separated geographically, forming two isolated groups. Each group has become under different selective pressure. One group was then introduced into habitat of other. Which of the following would determine whether they are now formed two distinct species? Okay, so which one will like verify this? They had been separated for more than 3 million years. This is not verifying a structure. This could be. Then they failed to produce fertile F1 hybrid. Yes. So what is the definition of this species? That means that when two organisms can reproduce with each other, that is called a semi-species. If they can't reproduce a fertile offspring or fertile hybrid, that means they are now completely different species. They showed marked difference in shape of their beaks. That is also not. Then their plumage has become markedly different. That is not correct. These are like less kind of variation, but the most important thing is that reproduction. So second option will be your correct answer. Then question number 48. It is saying that the extinct human who lived 1 lakh to 40,000 years ago in Europe and Asia with short stature, heavy eyebrows, retreating forehead, large jaw with heavy tooth, stocky bodies and lumbering gait and stooped posture are Homo habilis. Whether these are Homo habilis, and then the second option is given Neanderthal man, Cro-Magnon man or Amapithecus. So these are basically Neanderthal man with a brain size around like this, lived in East and Central Asia, and this is the time frame, so you can guess it. So second option will be the correct answer. Then question number 49. It is saying that which of the following statement is correct regarding evolution of mankind? Homo erectus is preceded by Homo habilis. So Homo erectus is preceded by Homo habilis. It is correct. Neanderthal man and Cro-Magnon man are living at the same time. Not correct. Australopithecus was living in Australia. No, Australopithecus was not living in Australia. This is in Africa. Then none of this. So first option is the correct answer. Then question number 50. Question number 50, match the column is given. So Darwin have the theory evolution by natural selection. Oparin and Halden, you know. So Oparin have abiogenesis. Then Lamarck have use and disuse of organs. Wagner, continental drift theory. So here second option will be your correct answer. So here it is 3, it should be printing mistake. Then moving toward the next part 2. Let's see what are the questions we have for part 2. In Africa, there is a species of bird called yellow-throated longclaw. It looks almost exactly like the meadow lark found in North America, but they are not closely related. It's an example of, if these are not closely related, what it could be the example of? Uniform distribution? No. Artificial selection? No. Gradualism? I also don't know this. Then convergent evolution. It is the convergent evolution. The fourth option will be your correct answer. That convergent evolution is the independent evolution of features that are similar in species among spanning over different area. This evolution produces analogous structure having similar function or forms. So, however, they are not seen in the last common ancestor of those units. Next question is question number 52. What it is saying that, it is an assertion design question, as you can see. So, it is saying that during evolution, pouched mammals of Australia survived. Okay. Is it a correct statement? Absolutely, it is a correct statement. The next statement, it is saying that due to lack of competition from any other mammal due to continental trip. It is absolutely correct. So, both the statements are correct. So, what you have to do, you have to put a because here. Now, read this. Right. During evolution, pouched animal of Australia survived because due to lack of competition from any other mammal or due to continental drift. Okay, so it is a correct. So, both assertion and reason verifying each other, the reason correctly explaining the assertion. So, it is a correct. All these are correct. So, correct explanation. So, first option will be your correct answer. Then next question number 53. This question, it is saying that which of the following statement is correct? First option, accumulation of useful mutation through ages are led to creation of a new species. Absolutely correct. Then genetic variability produces raw material for the operation of natural selection and reproductive isolation. It is also correct. Then genetic variability is produced by gene mutation. It is also correct. So, all the statements are correct. Fourth option will be your correct answer. Then moving towards the next question, that is question number 54. It is saying that given first is natural selection, second is variation and their inheritance, third is survival to the fittest of the fittest struggle, fourth is struggle for existence. According to Darwinism, which of the following represents the correct sequence of events for the origin of a new species? So, we read this. So, first of all, Darwin fitness, it will be the struggle for existence. The fourth will be the first for Darwin. Then second one is the second option, that is variations and their inheritance. Then we have our survival of the fittest, and lastly we have the natural selection. Fourth option will be our correct answer. Then question number 55. It is saying that today again the faith of Lamarck theory has been revived by some people due to fact that if environment influences the genes of the organism, the acquired changes will be transmitted to the next generation. Then genetic refuted the Darwinism. Then mutation theory supports the Lamarckism. Germplasm theory supports Lamarckism. No, these are not correct. The correct one is first option. But if the environment influences the gene of the organism, the acquired change will be transmitted. So, first option will be your correct answer. Then question number 56. Which of the following sequences was proposed by Darwin and Wallace for organic evolution? It is also a very good question. So, the sequence was overproduction, then constancy, population size, variation, and then natural selection. We have also this is the same type of question, but not exactly same. You need to know the concept. It is a different type of question. This question can be framed like this. So, third option will be your correct answer. Then question number 57. It is saying that every cell of the body contributes as gemulate to the germ cells to share in the transmission of inherited characters. This theory is known as the theory of inheritance of acquired characteristic. No. Theory of germplasm. No. Theory of pangenesis is the correct answer. The third option will be your correct answer. Then question number 58. In random mating, population in an equilibrium, which of the following brings about a change? Okay, change in non-directional manner. So, control breeding, then random drift, then selection and migration. So it is saying that brings a change in non-directional manner. So non-directional manner will definitely be random drift. Second option will be our correct answer. That if random mating population suddenly starts to mate non-randomly, this will have no effect in gene frequencies. As we know, genetic drift refers to the chance of fluctuation in gene frequency that arises in finite population. Okay, you can also read the explanation here. Then question number 59. It is saying that two species of garter snakes occurred in same geographic area, but one lives mainly in water and other mainly in the land. Consequently, they do not encounter on each other, so do not interbreed. This is an example of pre-zygotic isolation caused by ecological isolation, temporal isolation, behavioral isolation, and then mechanical isolation. This is basically ecological isolation. So first option will be our correct answer for this question. Then next question, you can see it, that particular locus the frequency of A allele. Here A allele is 0.6 and A is 0.4. What would be the frequency of heterozygous? So you can just calculate like this. This is the formula. P square plus 2pq plus q square is equal to 1. P is given 0.6 as A and the small a is given 0.4. So it is the q. Heterozygous frequency 2pq. So 2pq will be 2 into 0.6 into 0.4. That is a 0.48. Second option will be our correct answer. Then question number 61. It is saying that the next stage in the evolution of man after Australopithecus was Homo habilis, Homo sapiens, Homo erectus or Homo pekinsens. So after Australopithecus we have Homo habilis. Then we have all this. Then we have Homo erectus. Then we have Homo sapiens, etc. Then question number 62. It is saying that during evolution of man, many changes have been take place in his ancestral characteristic. Which of the following is an insignificant change? Change in diet from hard, tough fruits to and roots into soft food. During evolution, many changes taken place in his ancestral characters. Insignificant. This is a significant change. Then qualitative improvement in the structure of hand skill for making tools. Yes, we can make a lot of things with our hands now. And disappearance of tail. So it is insignificant. Okay. Basically, tail is present in is vestigial organ. Okay. Improvement in speech for the communication and social behavior. This is also significant. So third option will be your correct answer. Then which one proposed that the first form of life came, this is a spelling mistake. First form of life came from pre-existing non-living organic molecule. And the options given are Oberyn and Halden, Stanley and Miller, Lamarck and Darwin, and Hobart. So this was non-living molecule. When you will say that it is Oberyn and abiogenesis, so far Oberyn and Halden. In 64 we have Pasteur succeeded in disproving the theory of spontaneous generation because the laboratory was clean. He pulled out the neck of the flax into tube. You know that the flax is something like this. Okay. So yeah, he pulled out the neck of the flax into tube. He was lucky. What kind of options are even? Anything can be framed as options. Yeast used in flax were dead. No. So basically, he pulled out the neck of flax into a tube will be our correct answer. Then 65, time gap in between formation of earth and origin of life is a very good question. I will say this is saying the time gap. Okay, so you have to reduce your time. So reduce, not reduce. 0.5 billion years is the correct answer because life appeared 500 million ago. 0.5 billion years. Okay, after formation of earth. So first option is our correct answer. Then question number 66. Let's see what it is saying. It is saying that a Mesozoic assertion is saying that Mesozoic is the era of dinosaurs, but they suddenly disappear from the earth. Okay, correct. Dinosaurs may have changed into birds or climatic changes killed them. It's absolutely correct. So if we put a because here, that Mesozoic is the era of dinosaur, but they suddenly disappeared because dinosaur may have changed into birds or because of climate change they get killed. So both assertion and reason are true, and reason is the correct explanation of assertion. The first option will be our correct answer. Then question number 67. It is saying that Darwin in his natural selection theory did not believe that any role of which of the following in the organic evolution. Okay. First option is given, parasites and predators as natural enemies. No. Okay, did not believe. Then survival of the fittest, yes, these things they believed actually. Okay, we are crossing because of the struggle for existence. So these things they believe. Which is not believed, he did not believe discontinuous variations. So fourth option will be our correct answer. According to Darwin, variations are directional and continuous. Okay, small also. So natural selection theory, they did believe that parasites and predators are natural enemies. Okay, survival of the fittest, struggle for existence, you know that. So fourth option will be our correct answer. Then question number 68. It is saying that which of the following describes correctly homologous organ? Organs with anatomical similarities but performing different function. Absolutely correct. We don't need to read other options for this type of question. Okay, but also always I am just solving to keep it fast forward. I am not reading other options, but absolutely you have to read all the options. So first option, that organs have anatomical similarity, same anatomical similarity but performing different function, is our correct answer. That is the homologous organ. First option. Then we have a assertion design question 69. It is said that mutations are non-directional. Correct. Darwin small variation are directional. Okay. So both statements are correct, but they have no relation with each other. So second option will be our correct answer. Then question number 70. It is saying that in case of peppered moth Western bacteria, the black color form become dominant over the light color form in England due to industrial revolution. Okay. Why this is so? So first, appearance of the dark color moth individual due to very poor sunlight, no. Protective mimicry, no. Inheritance of darker color character acquired due to darker environment, no. Natural selection actually, whereby the darker forms are selected. Fourth option will be our correct answer. Okay. It is a question of natural selection. Then question number 71. It is saying that which of the following scientists' name is correctly matched with the theory they put forward by Mendel theory of pangenesis. Mendel have law of genetics. Then the Weismann theory of continuity of germplasm, which is absolutely correct. Then Pasteur inheritance of acquired. No. So basically Pasteur have theory of biogenesis. And De Vries natural selection. Is it? Hugo De Vries have mutation theory. Natural selection is okay. So second option will be our correct answer. Then 72. It is saying that which of the following is incorrect about the characteristic of probionts, co-servates and microphores as envisaged in the abiogenesis of life. Envisaged in the abiogenic origin of life. Okay, let's read the options. They could maintain an internal environment. No. I mean, this is correct. They could maintain internal environment. Then they were able to reproduce. No. They would not, co-servates and microphores would not able to reproduce. They could separate combinations of molecule from surroundings. Correct. Then they were partially isolated from surrounding. Correct. So second option will be our correct answer. Then question number 73. It is saying that which of the following pairs of items correctly belongs to the category of the organs mentioned against that? Wings of honeybee and wings of crow homologous organ. That is not correct. And thorn of bougainvillea and tentacles of cucurbit analogous organ. Okay. They have different origin but the same function. Nictitating membrane and blind spot in human eye. That is visual organ. We have this. Let's see. Nictitating membrane and blind spot. Nictitating membrane is kind of like we can say not that much important. Blind spot you all have. Nephridia of earthworm and Malpighian tube of cockroach excretory organ. Not correct. Okay. Malpighian tube of cockroach. So then question number 70. So this answer is second. Then question number 74. It is saying that which of the following in birds indicates their reptilian ancestry? Eggs with a calcareous shell? No. Scales on their hind leaves. It is absolutely like the main reason that epidermal scales are present on the hind leaves of birds. So that is basically their reptilian history. 4-chambered heart. They don't. Birds have 4-chambered heart and human have, but that is not related with the reptile. 2 special chambers of prop and gizzard, that is also not correct. So second option is our correct answer. Then question number 75. It is saying that adaptive radiation refers to power of adaptation in an individual. Oh my god, very good. Power of adaptation in an individual to variety of environments. Not correct. Adaptation due to geographical isolation. Not correct. Evolution of different species from a common ancestor. Absolutely correct. So third option is our correct answer. Then migration of members from one species to different geographical areas is genetic drift kind of thing. Okay. So then question number 76. It is saying that one of the important consequences of geographical isolation is random creation of new species. Then no change in the isolation forms, preventing speciation through reproductive isolation. Consequence, it is saying these are not consequences. The consequence is the no change in the isolation forms, because you can see that the new species are formed due to geographical isolation. Interbreeding is possibly only in individuals of isolated population. So like you can't. So second option, isolation forms, the new kind of thing will not happen. Okay, because there is the limited isolated population. Then question number 77. Industrial melanism is observed in prepared moth proves that melanism is a pollution generated feature. No, I mean this is a not pollution based basically. The true black melanic forms arise by recurring random mutation. It is absolutely correct because of natural selection. Third, the melanic form of the moth has no selective advantage over the lighter. They have the selective advantage, which is not correct. Then lighter form moth has no selective. They also, like we can say not. They doesn't no selective advantage either in polluted industrial area, non-polluted. They have advantage in non-polluted area definitely. So the second option will be our correct answer. Then among the human ancestor, the brain size was more than 1000 cc in. The options given are Homo habilis, Homo neanderthals, Homo erectus and Ramapithecus. So Homo neanderthals have 1300 to 1600 brain capacity, Homo erectus 900, Homo habilis 950 to 800. Okay. So Ramapithecus we don't know actually. They have obviously less because they are previous of evolution. So Neanderthal will be second option, will be correct answer. Then question number 79. It is saying that select the correct statement from the following. Mutations are random and directional. No, mutations are random and directionless. Darwin variations are small and directionless. No, it is small and directional. Fitness is the end result of the ability to adapt and get selected by nature. Reproductive fitness more specifically is the correct answer. All mammals except whales and camels have 7 cervical vertebrae. No, this is not correct. Okay. So third option is our correct answer. Question number 80. Which of the following statement is correct? Ontogeny repeats phylogeny. How many times this question came in this paper? First option is the correct answer. Stem cells are a specialized cell. Stem cells are a specialized cell. Do you think? No. Then there is no evidence of the existence of gills during embryogenesis. There is evidence. Then all plant and animal cells are totipodent. All plant cells and animals are not totipodent. This cell can't generate the full body. So differentiation of organ and tissue in a developing organism is associated with deletion of genes, developmental mutations or differential expression of genes or lethal mutations. So differentiation of organ and tissue in a developing organism associated with the differential expression of genes. So third option will be our correct answer. Then question number 82. It is saying that which of the following amino acids are not found to be synthesis in Miller's experiment? Glycine, aspartic acid, glutamic acid or alanine. So glycine don't have. Okay. So all these other acids have. So glutamic acid doesn't have actually. Glycine have. So the experiment have glycine, aspartic acid and alanine, but glutamic acid doesn't have. So it is our correct answer. So question number 83. It is saying that an important evidence in favor of organic evolution is the occurrence of homologous and vestigial organ. Analogous and vestigial is a very good question. that an important evidence in favor of organic evolution. Okay, organic evolution it is saying. So homologous and vestigial organ, analogous and vestigial organ, homologous organs only, homologous and analogous organ. So homologous, similar structure, phenotype or functions different. Okay, similar function, phenotype or function different. A vestigial organ present in ancestor but rudimentary in the present species. So this is the best evidence. First option for organic evolution. Then question number 84. It is saying that which of the following phenomena supports Darwin's concept of natural selection in organic evolution? Development of transgenic animals? No. Production of Dolly the sheep by cloning? No. Prevalence of pesticide resistant insects? Absolutely correct. Okay, so these are artificially done by man, but this is natural selection. Development of organs from stem cells is also artificial selection. Natural selection is the third one. Then question number 85. It is saying that which of the following is not true for a species? Members of species can interbreed, correct. Variations occur among members of species, correct. Each species is reproductively isolated from every other species, correct. Then gene flow does not occur between the populations of a species. Gene flow does occur. So fourth option is our correct answer. Because gene flow, you know that the transfer of genes from one population to another, it occurs basically. So question number 86, section B. It is saying that which of the following experiments suggests that simplest living organisms could not have originated spontaneously from non-living matter. You know that. That's swan experiment, neck. Okay, so which of this? That the meat was not spoiled when heated and kept sealed in the vessel. Okay, so fourth option will be our correct answer. Then question number 87. In 1953, S.L. Miller created primitive earth condition in the laboratory and gave experimental evidence or for origin of life first form of life from pre-existing non-living organic molecule. The primitive earth condition created includes. So primitive earth condition which we have, the primitive earth conditions are basically, you can see this. It was high temperature, then volcanic storms are there, reducing atmosphere containing CH4 and NH3. Fourth option will be our correct answer. We are just keeping it fast forward and not reading all the options. Then question number 88. Which of the following statement is correct? Australopithecus is the real ancestor of modern man. Is it? No, not real ancestor of modern man. Neanderthal man is the direct ancestor of Homo sapiens. This is also not correct. This is basically Cro-Magnon. Homo erectus is the ancestor of man. It is correct. Okay, so Cro-Magnon man's fossil has been found in Ethiopia. This is found in France, not in Ethiopia. It is also not correct. This is not given in NCERT as well. Okay, so third option is our correct answer. Then question number 89. This is a very good question, I think. The most accepted line. This can come in NEET 2025. I am predicting the paper. Okay. So the most accepted line of descent in human evolution is Australopithecus, Ramapithecus, Homo sapiens, Homo habilis. No. Homo erectus, Homo habilis. No. Then Ramapithecus, Homo habilis, Homo sapiens. Absolutely correct. Although they have like in between we have something that Australopithecus, Ramapithecus, Australopithecus, Homo habilis, Homo erectus, then Homo sapiens. Okay, so third option is our correct answer. Then question number 90. It is saying that which of the following is an example of a linked species? Lobe species, dodo, seaweed, chimpanzee. Tell me. This is the lobe fish. You know that the lobe fish, basically 350 million years ago, fish with stout and strong fins. It is first option. Is where basically called lobe amphibia. Coelacanth, okay? Coelacanth. Then question number 91. It is saying that genetic drift operates only in larger population area, Mendelian population, island population and small population. Genetic drift basically occurs in a small population area. Like अचानक से हो जाता है ना? So fourth option is our correct answer. Then question number 92. It is saying that phenomena of industrial mechanism demonstrates geographical isolation, reproductive isolation, natural selection, or induced mutations. It is basically natural selection, simply natural selection. Nature had decided. Nothing you have to do, nothing with that. Okay. Then question number 93. The correct sequence for the manufacture of the gas on the primitive earth is just we have to find the gases. This is the sequence here. You can see NH3, ammonia, then proteins, then carbohydrates, then nucleic acid. So where we have this option, third option is our correct answer. Then question number 94. I don't know why this is so hot today. Actually, I am sweating. Question number 94. In evolution, the studies can be made at molecular level. For example, the proteins are present in the blood of a man and Fs are similar. The base sequence in nucleic acid sequence in proteins, new sequence in proteins, related organism is alike. These are examples which of the following especially refer to convergent evolution, molecular analogy, molecular homology, homoplastic appearance. Let's read it. I also did not understand it. Let's read it once with you guys. So in evolution, this is a good question, I think. In evolution, the studies can be made at molecular level. Okay. For example, the proteins present in the blood of a man and Fs are similar. Absolutely correct. The base sequence of nucleic acid and amino acid in sequence in proteins related organism is alike. Correct. So this is an example of molecular analogy. Molecular biology, it is saying molecular level, so it is molecular analogy. Second option is our correct answer. Then question number. Sorry, it is not molecular analogy. It is actually molecular homology. Because man and Fs are basically kind of same. They have the same nucleic acid actually. Okay. So they are saying the base sequence of nucleic acid is related organism is alike. So it's not. It could not be analogy. This is the molecular homology. Okay. So third option will be the correct answer. This is a very good question. I also mistaken in this question. Sorry for that. This is a very good question. I mean, if I get good question, tricky question. I mean. Then question number 95. Evolutionary convergence is characterized by development of dissimilar characteristics in closely related groups, then development of common set of characteristics in groups of different ancestry. It is the correct answer. Evolutionary convergence. Second option is our correct answer. If you attempt this paper, you can do any question of evolution. I mean, I can't see this paper spare any topic of evolution. Everything is there, everything. It is saying that 96 now. Okay, let's go 96. Okay. So complete competitors cannot coexist is true for character displacement, competitive exclusion, primary succession or secondary succession. This is for competitive exclusion. Competitive exclusion, only one remains. Okay, so second is the correct answer. Then question number 97. It is saying that what is meant by the term Darwin fitness? That is the reproductive fitness. Okay, it is saying the ability to survive and reproduce. I mean, obviously. Then it is saying that high aggressiveness, that is not a fitness, this is anger. Then healthy appearance is a very good thing, healthy appearance, but it's not fitness. You can be healthy, but inside you can be weak. Like all those people who take steroids, they look very muscular, but they are not actually healthy. Okay. Then physical strength. Physical strength can be good for some time, but if you can't able to reproduce, there is no place for Darwin. Okay, so the main fitness is the reproductive fitness. The first option is the correct answer. Then question number 98. And it is saying that fossils are generally found in sedimentary rocks, igneous rocks, metamorphic rocks or any type of rocks. So fossils are generally found in sedimentary rocks. First option is our correct answer. First option, it is the first option. Then question number 99. Let's read it out. It is saying that for the Mn blood group, the frequency of M and N is 0.7, 0.3. The expected frequency of Mn blood group bearing organism is likely to be. Okay, let's see this. So P is given 0.7 and Q is given 0.3 according to Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium equation. So we have this 2pq, it is equal to 1. So PQ 2pq is equal to 0.42. Okay, it is 0.42. 0.0. Okay, 0.4. First option is the correct. This is also this complicated equation. You can just multiply 2 with 0.7 into 0. This is simple. Same type of, both numericals are same type. Easy numericals will come. Don't worry about it. I mean, easy paper. You can score 360 out of 360. 101%. If you solve each and every paper of memoneet, which you curated like from various of sources, we have created multiple sources, multiple books we have taken, multiple papers we have taken. So we have thought about it and then we made. Also, don't forget to attempt full test series. This will be the best paper with any platform. I can guarantee you. If you attend the full test series before completing syllabus, it will not help you. Complete your syllabus thoroughly and attend full test series. Do as much of test you can give and improve your score. Analyze it. This is how you will improve. Otherwise, how you can improve. Okay, let's discuss the last question. So much time. So, which type of selection is industrial mannerism observed in moth, Biston medullary? Stabilizing, directional, disruptive or artificial? It is directional selection. Second option is the correct answer, because directional selection is observed in moth, Biston medullary is industrial mannerism. Under this, individuals at one end of the frequency distribution do well light. This is like this, something like this. Okay. One survived and another like nothing happened. Okay. Stabilizing selection, average size individual are favored, weight of a newborn baby. So stabilizing is like this, average size, mean. Okay, both examples. A disruptive selection means like this. Both the extremes are favored only, both the extremes. So second option is the correct answer. This concludes the explanation part of PPT 16. I hope you understand it. All the best.